ROY-W4 Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo.
Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
Whiskey Foxtrot Bravo, Roger, Roger. What's the name there? My name is Roy, Romeo Oscar Yankee, and I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Roger, Roy, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Roy, running today, sir. I'm on K-4D, and I'm running at 100 watts here. I can't keep you because my amplifier on this band, because my next door neighbor has built-in speakers in his den, and I get into his speakers. So for that reason, I do not use 1,500 watts.
Yes, sir. Well, Roy, that's a way to encourage neighbors to come looking for you in hostility, which you don't want that to happen. And again, repeat your radio that you're running.
Repeat your radio that you're running. I'm running at the Elecraft K-4 Delta.
K-4 Delta, Roger, Roger. Well, it's the second K-4, I think, that we've run across this afternoon. We usually suggest that you double-check to be sure you're in the 100 to 2900 bandpass, transmit bandpass, Roger?
100 bandpass, transmit bandpass, Roger? Yes, I am. My high is 2.9 and my low is 0.1.
Yes, sir, exactly. That's called wide mostly. Most folks say that's a wide mode, and that's the best mode to operate on, because if you get higher capabilities than that, then you do have people coming to look for you with pitchforks, because you'll be, maybe it's flattering a little bit, so you don't want to do that. And if you go below that, then you're compromising your top-end audio. So with that in mind, if you would be interested in our setup procedure, it starts with you engaging your compressor at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Just depends on how your input to your compressor is labeled, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
Labeled 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger? Well, all I know is compression I take it up to about 15 or 17, and that, because I'm on CESSB, and I was just, maybe I need to check that out.
Roger, Roy, we're just looking for a third of that compression capability. So if you want to backstep there and just say, if that's a rotary control that you're doing, we probably want it to be about 930 or thereabouts, Roger. Just a third of the capability of the compressor.
30 or thereabouts, Roger. Just a third of the capability of the compressor. Well, I'm on compression, let's see, compression, a 13. I'm giving 13 dBs of compression here with CESSB.
Well, like I say, we're just looking for a token amount, so just a third of that compressor, Roger, Roger, just a third of it.
Just a third of that compressor, Roger, Roger, just a third of it. Okay, I'm on compression number 4 dBs of compression right now. Did that do anything?
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start. We'll just leave it right there. Now, let's move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, audio. Stretch the A. Don't stress the word, but just say the, stretch the A part of audio. With mic gain in hand, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running mid-scale to 2/3, or thereabouts.
To 2/3, or thereabouts. Let's see here. Audio. My ALC is hitting 5. It is hitting. It only has two numbers on 5 and 7, and it's hitting 5 right now. Audio.
Roger. So you don't want to stress it, just say it, And so we're looking then for, can you determine where mid-scale would be on that ALC reference?
Be on that ALC reference? The recommended amount of ALC is, wait a minute. I think I need to turn the compression off. Okay, my ALC is running right at 5, and it just wants to flicker up maybe a little bit towards 6, but that's all. And that anywhere from 5 to 7 is what Elecraft recommends.
Roger. Well, you're running about 5 dB dynamic range, which we're looking for maybe a 3. So, but maybe you don't want to run that. With a 3 dB dynamic range, you're loud, but the words are clear, and you're at that 3 dB dynamic range. Your modulation is running. Average peak modulation is 80 to 85%. Roger.
Average peak modulation is 80 to 85%. Roger. Oh, okay. Well, should I turn my mic gain down a little bit?
Well, again, your ALC is the reference for that radio. That is your Bible. The ALC is the Bible for the radio. We normally recommend mid-scale to 2/3. However, you would interpolate that on your ALC. I'm assuming it's different than other ALCs, Roger.
Assuming it's different than other ALCs, Roger. Okay. Well. Let's see, I'm running a mic gain of 20. I was at 27. Now I'm at 20. I'm at mic gain of 20.
All right, I've got your audio up on my view meter, and I've got it calibrated for a 0 level, and you're hitting that consistently. So I would say, we're doing pretty well there. There's no blow-by, which is indicative if you were running at a lesser dynamic range, a wider dynamic range, then you would start having a blow-through my 0 level reference. But you're hanging right there on your peak, so let's just leave that. I would suggest that you crank in a little more top end for intelligibility on your EQ, though. I would suggest maybe a 3 clicks treble boost on your EQ, Roger.
Clicks treble boost on your EQ, Roger. Okay, let's see here. Okay, at which range would you suggest? 120, 1600, 2400, or 3200, or what?
Yeah, let's do 32 plus 4 at 3.2K. Plus, make that plus 3 at 3.2K, Roger. And do you have a variable envelope sizing on that?
Do you have a variable envelope sizing on that? 15 right now with it, so you want me to take it up to 18?
I'm sorry, we doubled. Repeat what you were saying.
I'm sorry, we doubled. Repeat what you were saying. I was saying my 3200 is at plus 15 right now. 15 dBs of increase on 3200 right now. You want me to take it up to 18?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Oh, wait a minute. The only thing I can go is up to 16. 16 as far as I can go.
Roger. Do you have anything around 2.7?
Roger. Do you have anything around 2.7? I've got 2.4. I've got plus 13 on 2400.
All right, once you kick that up 3 clicks, and I'm going to ask you if you had a variable envelope width. Can you adjust the width of that EQ?
Envelope width. Can you adjust the width of that EQ? I'm not familiar with that. I don't think so. Now I'm at 16 on 16 plus 16 dBs on both 2400 and 3200.
All right. Is your mid-range flat? That's the thing. You want to keep your mid-range flat if you can there, from say 700 cycles to 1.4. All that in there should be flat. Roger.
Okay. Well, I've got 800 is at 0. It's right at flat, and then I've got 1200 at plus 5.
That's the one. Take that back to flat.
The 1200 back to flat?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1200 is at flat now. Does that sound better?
Yes, sir. It was really mid-rangey, so pulling that back to flat. EQs are designed to balance the top to the mid-range and the bottom to the mid-range. And if we boost the mid-range, it's so much harder to strike a balance from the top to the mid-range and the bottom to the mid-range. So because of that, the 7300, 7610, all those radios don't even put a mid-range EQ frequency in there because they want that to be flat, and so they just don't even put it out there for people to mess with. And so then you have a two-band EQ, top and bottom. It's a simplicity personified there, but you know, in your situation, you have many EQ controls. You just want to be sure that mid-range is flat. Now, I would say go back to that. Can you shift those frequencies, or are you locked into those frequencies?
Oh no, I'm shifting those frequencies.
Okay, take that 2.4 up to 2.7. Take that 2.4, bring it up to 2.7 frequency, Roger.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you meant. No, I can't. Individual frequencies.
Alrighty. Well, then I would take that 2.4, 3 clicks additional boost from where it is. 2.4 plus 3 clicks additional from where you are. 2.4 plus 3 from where you are. I would leave the 3200 where it is. I'm starting to lose you there a little bit. You're down to about dB over my noise level, but that 3200, leave it where it is, and I wanted you to advance the 2.4, 3 clicks additional boost from where you are.
I can't because they're plus 16, and plus 16 is the max that I can boost them.
I got you. So do you have anything between 2.4 and 3.2? Is there anything between there?
2.4 1.4 and 3.2? Is there anything in between there? I've got, no, there's nothing in between 2.4 and 3.2. There's nothing in between.
I got you. Well, I think we're pretty close there. I'm looking to you on my Rochester SDR, and you're sounding really good there. Of course, that SDR does not have the bottom in response flat down to 100, but it's sounding really good where you are. So if you would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. This will be cut number 1 of 2200 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Recordings, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger? Okay, thank you very much, Jim. I really appreciate it very much.
Yes, sir, Roy. At least we got rid of that mid-range stuff there, that 5 dB at 1.4 or 5, whatever that was. That was the main culprit that was giving you a real mid-rangey mic sound, Roger.
A real mid-rangey mic sound, Roger. Okay, well, I want a little more present. Sound better, and I hope that I get that. Jim, thank you so much.
Yes, sir, Roy. 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Net. My name is Jim, and we are recording now live till 5. So if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout. Till 5. So if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.